Hello? 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 Can you guys finally hear me? Okay. I'm gonna put someone in the chat right now, see if you guys can hear me. Alright, is the chat working? See if I can get any responses from that. I'm I told you I'm such an idiot when it comes to these things. Like I'm like a supposed computer nerd, but I've been out the loop so long I didn't even know how to do a fucking YouTube live stream. What the fuck? Anyways, okay. So I can see that my little speaker thing is working on the Hangout. So I assume the audio is finally fixed. Hopefully the chat says otherwise too, that it's fixed as well. And yeah, so I mean, yeah, I responded it. I responded. I put myself saying, "Can you guys hear me now? Is the chat working?" So see if you guys can hear me now in the chat, please. Thank you very much. But if everything's working right now, if everything's working right now, unless I need to be told otherwise, um, let's see. Yeah, see, I'm getting reports of like the chat's not even on. Jesus Christ. I suck, guys. I think I suck. But I think I'm gonna be able to try to. I think I can. If the chat's not working, I have another idea. So okay, all right, hold on. All right, let me try something here. Uh, uh, I'm probably boring the fuck out of people right now. I make my comeback. I make my comeback here, quote unquote comeback here, and I'm making myself look like an actual dumbass. And an actual dumbass. Good job, Hakeem. Good job. Uh, okay. Let's see. All right. Well, the audio's working, and I guess. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. For those that are listening right now, here's what I'm gonna do. If the chat is not on for you guys, if the chat's not working for some of you guys, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post right now on Facebook and a live stream post feed. So I'm gonna say pretend this is like chat on the YouTube live stream. Post any and everything on here. Okay. I'm going to do that here, and I'm going to do it on the ACW page. So I'm, I'm going to do that, and hopefully that can be a good way for you guys to be interactive towards me. I will try to get this fixed next time. Again, like I said, I'm kind of being a noob here. I haven't been on this fucking computer for streams in a long while, so it's kind of like getting back on a horse. But I think that'll suffice. I think that'll suffice. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this ACW live stream. It's not a newscast. There's a specific reason why I'm calling this a live stream instead of a newscast, because I still plan for my next upcoming newscast to be after Anime 4. But this will be a live stream. I wanted to just do a live stream tonight. I said that I would do one on Thursday, but I figured with my schedule this week, I might as well get one done right now so I can just give you guys all the details and updates on my whereabouts and other things. But first of all, I know you guys missed this part, but my name is Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator, as always. See, there you go. People are always, where's the line, man? Where's the line? Well, there you go. I'm glad I satisfied both parties. But um, so I know there's a lot of questions about where I have been and what I have been doing. Um, yeah, so it's been a very weird ride, but I'll do my best to somewhat explain it without being personal or giving too much technical details about it. But um, basically, basically, um, I have been having to handle certain things that I have been putting off, but it got to a point where it became overwhelming. I will be completely honest with you when I say that with ACW Animania 4, by the time I was working on Animania 4, and I'll get to Animania 4 status in a minute, but by the time I was working on Animania 4 and getting everything and putting the finishing touches and all that, I was completely burned out. I was completely burned out with ACW. I was completely burned out with COD in general. I was completely burned out with wrestling in general. I was completely burned out with work, school, you name it. I was pretty much overwhelmed with my life basically, and I figured that if I don't take a break now, that I'm going to get to a point where I'm never going to be able to focus or do anything call related again. So I took a break. I know a lot of people were disappointed when it became months and months and months that people didn't know if HW was going to come back or even if Anime 4 was going to pop up. And I tried, I believe it was in March, to establish that I would make it come back and post Animania 4 and yada yada yada. But just a lot of things. I guess I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to come back to do anything HWCW related, and that and a lot of other things happened. Um, okay, well, to not get too personal, to not get too personal about it, but about the whole baby situation. First of all, um, I had to take I had to take a test. Okay, and I found out that it wasn't mine, and I'll leave it at that. But basically, um, I took a maternity test, and it came back that I wasn't the father, and that was that. And I'll leave it at that. But that was a thing that was very consuming of what I wanted to do and what I was getting into. Um, Also, my PS3 finally crapped out on me. Before anyone gets worried, before anyone gets all crazy and all, oh my god, Animania 4 will never come back. I finished Animania before. All the crashes and shutouts from my PS3 were happening. So Animania 3, let me just get it. I'm sorry, not Animania 3. Let me just get it out the way right now. Animania 4, for all intents and purposes, is finished. Okay? Animania 4 is completed. It's finished. It's cool. And I'm sure a lot of you are going to ask now the question with, well, when are we going to see Animania 4? What's the thrilling conclusion of the JSA and ACW? What other matches that we want to see is going to happen? Well, calm yourselves down, although I don't blame you for being this uh, anticipated with glee, but I can finally give you an actual permanent date as to when Animania 4 will be coming out on Hitbox, still streaming live, and on YouTube probably later on. So mark it down on your calendars, and I promise this is going to be the official date. This will be the official date. Um, this will be the official date of Animania 4. It will be It'll be on the first Friday of August. Okay? It's going to be the first Friday of August. That'll be August 5th of this year. August 5th will be where we stream Animania 4 live on Hitbox, and it should be available on YouTube shortly thereafter, if not tomorrow, the next night. But that's basically what's going to happen. Animania 4 will be coming to Hitbox on August 5th, so I can finally get that finished and I can finally show that out for all of you that have been wanting to see that for a while. And after that, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be taking another hiatus because, like I said, my PS3 is pretty much donezo. I trust me, I've tried to fan out. I've tried to blow out the dust off the fan. I've tried to cool it off by not leaving it on so much. It's pretty much turning off at its own accord at this point. There's really no control I have over it unless I have to go to a technician to get it fixed. But at this point, it's like, you know, well, it's getting phased out anyway, so it'd be a waste of money to do so at this point. So that's basically what's come down to this point. Now, luckily for all of you, though, however, I do have now a PS4. I did talk about a PS4, I think a couple months back, but I do have a PS4 now, and also, just because I haven't been around doesn't mean I am not aware of WWE 2K17 and what that will entail in the updates. So I will be looking closely at the updates for 2K17, and if it'll be worth my buy. If not, then I can just go ahead and get me a 2K16 and call it that. But that's basically the gist of it. So basically, after Animania 4 on August 5th, I will be taking a hiatus. So that means until the time being, there will be no like ACW draft or ACW um, elite tournament until I can get the game and make it compatible with myself within the PS4. So basically, you're going to be looking for August 5th for Animania 4, and then it'll be at the very least, it'll be a 2-month period in between, because I believe it's going to come out in October, right? So I'll buy the game there, and I will test it out to see if it's worthy to do on the ACW. If so, then my aim here would be for ACW to officially start getting rolling by the next month. So basically by November. So don't quote me, but my aim, my goal to get ACW back on track with PS4 and hopefully WWE 2K17 would be sometime between November and December. And that would include the off-season stuff with the draft and the elite tournament and other special things that I haven't planned in store. Now, just because we're going to the end of the year here, we're 2016, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be celebrating my 10 years doing HW. This whole 2016-2017 season will be all about the 10-year anniversary, 10-year history of ACW, 10 years of excellence, if you will. So that'll be the whole celebration. The mega event schedule is going to be a little bit different, obviously, this season, but I think it'll be fine. Honestly, I think you guys will be able to somewhat get by it and understand where it's going and what's going to happen from it. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's see here. Get WWE 2K16 for PC. Yeah, why though? I mean, yeah, but and by the way, if you guys wanna chat on the live stream, go to the Facebook, go to my Facebook, or go to the ACW Facebook to chat while you're listening to this live stream. There's a specific post for you guys to chat chat along while we're doing this. But since my chat for the Hangouts won't work, but anyways, back to what I was saying. So essentially, these are the mark points. August 5th will be Animania 4. Animania 4. November/December will be the target for when I want to start doing, the off-season stuff like ACW's draft or, like ACW's draft or the ACW Elite Tournament and other stuff. And hopefully we'll have our 2016-2017 season around that time. And, So that is where I stand so far. For those asking how I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. I feel great. I feel like I needed to come back as a therapeutic measure, if you will. But I keep saying, no, know that episode of Big no, not Big Bang, like freaking How I Met Your Mother when Robin kept saying and it became a drinking game and stuff like that. That's kind of how I sound like right now. That's kind of how I feel like right now. But okay, okay. Stop saying that, Hakeem. But that's gonna be the target so far. I'm doing fine. I'm really doing fine. Um, it feels good to be back, talking to you guys, interacting with you guys, trying to get back into the whole ground with ACW and provide new stories. Hopefully, new stories, um, new characters, new angles, new twists and turns, and yeah, stuff like that. So, thank you guys so much for asking about my whereabouts and for keeping ACW on tabs. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate you guys and how you guys have been able to welcome me back after so long from you guys not being able to do anything for you guys. I appreciate it. Um, but I will be back with the Force. And as you guys can see, we do also, to commemorate the 10 years of ACW, we now have a new logo. And as the months start coming in, we're going to be having a complete new look in general. I think it's time for ACW to be a little bit more modern. Not to say that ACW has never been modern when it has been, but I think I think it's time that ACW starts taking that next step, if you will. So this new logo kind of represents the new era of ACW, apart from the golden era, and you'll be seeing a lot of more new designs, new looks, new interface within ACW social media as the months pass on. So there you go. Animania 4, for those that are just joining in, with ACW, this live stream, Animania 4 will be posted on Friday, August 5th. Friday, August 5th is when Animania 4 will be posted, and you will have all your answers, your questions answered as it pertains to certain stories. And I'm sure you guys know the card at this point. I'll post it maybe later this week about the Animania 4 card for those that have forgotten because it's been a while. So, with that said, with you guys, and honestly, Animania 4, I think personally to me, as much as I love Animania 3, I feel like Animania 4 may be the best work I've done so far. But I'll let you guys decide for that for sure. But with that all said, that's pretty much where we stand on with ACW. That's pretty much where we stand on with myself included and the future for ACW. So, with that said, I guess you guys know what time it is now. It's time for questions and comments. Now, I know that some of you guys posted some questions and comments on the initial post about the live stream earlier today. If you guys can, would you guys be able to post the questions on the live stream post feed on my Facebook and on the on the ACW Facebook page? Yeah, so the live stream post feed for this live stream right now, that's on my Facebook and that's on the ACW Facebook page. Post all your questions there, and I'll answer them one by one because I want to be able to answer certain things that I probably have been missing ever since I've been in exile for over 6 months. I mean, I've updated myself on what's been going on lately. There are certain things I want to actually talk about if the questions are asked, but there are a lot of things that are on my mind ever since I haven't been on in a while, and I'll wait for you guys' questions for that for right now. So yeah, post all your questions. Post all your questions on the live stream post feed on the ACW Facebook channel. I mean the ACW Facebook page and my personal Facebook page as well. So go ahead and do that right now. And let's see. I guess we're getting some right now. So let's get that right now started. Let's see. Gary Connell Jr. asked, what are your thoughts on the NBA as a whole now with all the NBA finals and trades? This is going to be I feel like this is going to be a weird season. Like, this may be the most, like, league-shaking season I've seen in a while since LeBron's decision. I mean, you've got Kevin Durant going to the Warriors, and let me be clear on this: Kevin Durant to the Warriors, I did not call that. And you got to think about the implications here. Like, you're talking about a Warriors team that was down 3-1 against the Thunder this previous season, only for that Warriors team to beat them by Game 7 to move on to the finals. And for Kevin Durant of all teams to joins the Warriors. That is mind blowing. What that tells me is a lot of things. First of all, it tells me that Kevin Durant badly wants a ring. He wants a ring to cement his future legacy. That's why he joined the Warriors. Period. Yeah, money could have been involved in it, but that wasn't his main primary reason. The reason why he joined the Warriors was to win a ring within that 2 years that he signed up for Golden State. Period. Anyone that tells you otherwise is lying or is a KD mark. And also, what I also want to say too is that I gotta call out Kevin Durant here, because if I'm gonna call out LeBron for what he did in Miami, then KD's gotta get the same treatment here. I mean, Kevin Durant's one of those guys that I thought would never need to have to use the whole super team motto to get his ring. That I thought he would retire in OKC. He'll eventually go back to OKC, obviously. He'll finish his career in OKC at the end of the day, but, you know, him having to, I don't know, him having to go to these lengths to win his first ring, I don't know if I can respect that. And I don't know. I just find it odd. I just find it a little bit suspect. You know, Kevin Durant himself said that he was tired of the super team era, but now he's essentially joining a team that has Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and now Ray Allen, 40-year-old Ray Allen that can still somewhat shoot in bits and spurts. He's out there as well. So a lot of hypocrisy coming from KD fans and Warriors fans in general. Those aren't even really, and Warriors fans aren't even really Warrior fans. The only Warrior fan that I know is my little brother. Otherwise, a lot of you fans were just fans 2 years ago. That's how I see it. But whatever. Also, D Wade going to the Bulls. That also tells me that the Miami Heat lowballed D Wade or did not give him the increase that he deserved. It's Dwayne fucking Wade, the centerpiece, the cornerstone, the franchise of your team, and you feel the need to lowball the man. Of course, I take my talents to the Chicago Bulls too, especially after the Bulls lost not only Derrick Rose, although he's been a liability for years anyways. They lost Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah, who have now both defected to the New York Knicks. So, like I said, this is going to be a very weird season. I don't know. I will be surprised. I will be very surprised if the Warriors don't go back to the finals. I will be very surprised. I think it's going to be Warriors. I want to say Cavs, but I think if necessary, I think I think the Knicks have a better shot than most these days. I think the Toronto Raptors, as a young team, can get very far this upcoming season as well. So the Eastern Conference is a bit more predictable this time of day, for sure. But I don't know. We'll have to see as the season starts. But it's going to be a very weird NBA season, definitely. Tyrone Pierre asks, "How did you celebrate Denver's Super Bowl win?" Oh, I'm sure you know how I probably celebrated. I was the only one, or probably one of three people in my bar when we were watching at the Super Bowl. We were watching the Super Bowl at my local bar, and I was decked out with Broncos gear. I was wearing my Broncos jacket. Uh, I was wearing my Broncos jacket, my Broncos hat, my Broncos shirt, repping the Broncos right in front of all these bandwagon Carolina Panther fans. That only was. Let's be completely honest. They only liked Carolina for two reasons. They liked Cam Newton, and they liked the dab. That was about it when it came to California people liking the Carolina Panthers. Most of them were all bandwagon fans. I didn't quit. I didn't falter from my team. I supported it thick and through. I've been a fan of the Broncos since the Elway, Shannon Sharp, Terrell Davis era. So nobody's going to call me out for being a bandwagon fan there. But the Broncos are the Super Bowl champions. Peyton Manning retired with another ring in his belt. So that whole Eli is better than Peyton thing pretty much is dead in the water. Um, and Peyton Manning retiring, it was a great storybook ending for him to win his second Super Bowl ring about almost a decade after winning his first one to retire on. That's a good way to go out. So, um, you know, now I'm not stupid. No, I'm not really stupid. I know that the Broncos are probably not going back to the Super Bowl, and I'll be surprised if they go back as a conference contender because I have really no faith on Mark Sanchez. But we'll see. I'm still a Broncos fan, and I'll see how it goes. I celebrated though. I was drinking. I drank a lot of beer, and it was worth it. I may have sung some songs too for karaoke, but I didn't care. I was a champion. I was the damn champion. And when they won, I felt like I won. Just saw all the angry, salty Oakland Raider fans that saw my jacket while I was wearing the Broncos jacket. I was like, yeah, orange and blue, bitch. Respect it. um, let's see here. Um, let's see if we got any more questions here. Yeah, we got a lot of questions here. Wow, thanks, guys. Let's see. Gary Connell Jr. asks another question here. Also, what are your current thoughts on WWE right now? You want my honest thoughts? I think WWE is complete shit right now. And I'll be honest with you. There's a reason why I said fuck Raw on one of my posts when I announced my live stream today. I was like, fuck Raw. Because I'll be honest with you, I haven't been watching Raw in a long while, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I feel like WWE's complete shit right now. I feel like Lucha Underground's better. I mean, I feel like Lucha Underground's better than WWE. I feel like TNA is better than WWE, and there's no debating that in my opinion. I even feel like ROH is better than WWE, and I'm not even a fan of today's ROH product either. But it's way better than the crap I'm getting for 3 hours on Mondays, and that's the only WWE I watch. I don't fucking watch SmackDown on Thursdays, nor will I watch WWE on Tuesdays. And let me address this whole brand split thing, this WWE draft that's going on. Okay, everyone's getting all hyped about this. I'm not hyped about it because I'm not stupid. Because I like to remember history. People tend to forget that the reason why the brand split ended in the first place was because SmackDown was getting low attendances at an alarming rate, low ratings at an alarming rate, while Raw was starting to slowly decline in its own right. And now here in 2016, Raw's doing ratings under a 2.0. Who the hell called that? Monday Night Raw, which is losing male adult demographics, and even the female demographic at a weekly basis. Now they're doing ratings under 2.0. Never mind the fact that Raw's doing abysmal ratings that are like 2.4, 2.3, 2.2, 2.1. We're getting 1.8s now from Raw. That is SmackDown numbers. They're endangering close to TNA Spike TV era level ratings. That's how bad this product has gone. I don't give a fuck that Dean Ambrose is the world champion. He's no better than Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, in my opinion. Honestly, I will be completely honest with you. I think the Shield, as individual acts, aren't draws. And it proves my theory that I said a long time ago, where I felt that the Shield broke up too early. It was the sake of turning Rollins heel just to turn him heel. The Shield should have stayed a bit longer. Because imagine it, if the Shield had stayed longer, like say last year even, they could have been able to feud with, the New Day. They could have had an actual feud with the Wyatt family all year. What else? I mean, they could have feuded with the Bullet Club or the club of the WWE, which, people are getting hyped about that too, and I'm not either. But there could have been things for the Shield to do. They weren't done yet, and they split them up prematurely. And that's why all three of them are suffering. So people that are going to shit on Roman Reigns as champion, Seth Rollins wasn't any better, and Dean Ambrose sure as hell isn't either. So the product sucks right now, dude. I mean, yeah, you get your long matches, But what the fuck do those even matter? If there's no purpose, if there's no emotional investment, if there's really no real reason to care about these matches, why do I want to even watch them? Who cares if it's like a 15-minute long 5-star rating classic? Who gives a fuck? This is sports entertainment. At the end of the day, WWE is sports entertainment, and it always will be. So act like it. WTNA are doing sports entertainment better than the WWE, as evident by this past Tuesday's Impact with that brilliance that was the final deletion. Brilliant stuff. Stuff like that to the levels of the Attitude Era. Not to say that the Attitude Era would come back and make everything great again, but the final deletion, people shitting on that thing. People forget the fact that the final deletion, yeah, it was meant to be cheesy and hokey, yes, but it was also meant to have fun. It was also meant to just have fun as a wrestling fan, not to act like you are in the know or to be a hipster wrestling fan or be a smart. It was just all about having fun to watch something that was entertaining, something that made you feel cool, something that made you feel like you were a part of something. That's what the WWF used to do. That's what WCW used to do. That's what ECW used to do. They didn't have to do long ass matches just to get your attention, if at that. They gave you crazy antics. They gave you compelling characters. They gave you larger than life characters. They gave you plots. They gave you spectacular feuds to bite off on so that you would want to come back the next week to watch. The WWE doesn't have that. There's no buzz. There's no care. There's no intrigue. There's no interest of the WWE. And I will say this: if this brand split fails, because it's going to ultimately fail, we're going to care about this brand split for about 2 to 3 months and then go back to the way it was. And if SmackDown doesn't perform what it needs to perform, especially now it's going to be live, then it's time to kill off SmackDown. It's time to get rid of SmackDown once and for all. Because to me, if these ratings don't improve for SmackDown, that proves to me that SmackDown has always been a dead brand. And has been one since, like, to me at least, since Edge and Taker have pretty much been gone. SmackDown's dead. It's time for it to go. And to do a brand split's only going to diminish Raw's ratings, because if you're going to put Roman Reigns on Raw and maybe even John Cena, but then put AJ Styles and Kevin Owens on SmackDown, well, the hipster fans are going to want to watch Owens and AJ more than they want to watch Cena and Reigns. And that's just going to make your flagship show more of a problem ratings-wise, to where the USA Network and the Universal Entertainment Group is going to be like, why are we paying these people this much money if they're not producing the results that we want? Simple as that. I can't wait to see about those renegotiation fees coming up with WWE and Universal for their TV rating rights. It's going to be interesting. So, I don't know. I don't know. So, so you want my honest opinions on the WWE product? It sucks. I'm sorry. I'm not being a WWE I'm not being an anti WWE guy. I'm not being a hater. I'm not being a hipster. I'm just being honest. I'm really just being honest. Yeah, you got your NXT, but honestly, even NXT ain't shit no more. Even NXT's gotten boring. Even NXT has become an overhyped product that people don't even really care about except for characters in there. I mean, NXT's overrated to me. It's mediocre as fuck now. And you got the Cruiserweight Classic, which should be pretty cool, but overall, as a product, WWE sucks. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion, and that's just the way I feel about it. So there you go. There's my opinion on WWE. There's my little rant on the current WWE product. There you go. I haven't really watched WWE. I didn't even know that Dean Ambrose was the champion until I had to, look up something and saw what Dean Ambrose beat Seth Rollins. What? Roman Reigns is suspended? What? So there you go. Let's see here. More questions here. I was just like, this is only the third question. I've got a lot of questions down to go, so keep them coming, guys. Let's see. Hey, Hakeem, great to see you back, man. The question I have to ask is, who are you rooting for in the NBA Finals, and think about adding more Bleach characters since Bleach is ending. All right, for question number two, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've never been the biggest Bleach fan, which is why you never really saw any Bleach characters in ACW, and it took this long for me to actually even bring up Ichigo to finally come to ACW because you guys have always asked for Ichigo to come to ACW. I mean, I mean, a lot of you guys over the years have asked for Ichigo to be a part of ACW. But when he made a surprise appearance at the ACW Royale Rumble for the Excel Rumble, I think it was Excel Rumble. That's how far I haven't been paying attention to Carl. But the popularity just risen. People were hella excited that they wanted to see Ichigo at ACW. So I gave the fans what they wanted, and now Ichigo's a part of ACW, and that's all because of you guys. So, but as for adding more Bleach characters, I don't know because again, like I said, I'm not the biggest Bleach fan. I don't think I ever was the biggest Bleach fan. I just never got it, and I don't want to insult you guys by trying to add Bleach characters without me not knowing the full details about them. So there you go. And who was I rooting for the NBA Finals? Well, I didn't really have a dog in this race, but if you wanted me, I mean, I would have liked to see the Warriors go back to back, but at the same time, you know, for the story of LeBron coming back to Cleveland to win them a championship ring, finally for that dumb of a city, Cleveland. I mean, I honestly was fine. I was fine with either one. Honestly, I just wanted a good series, and I got a good series. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me. Um, it was good. I mean, I guess I rooted for the Warriors a little bit more, but I was fine with Cleveland winning it. I was fine with it. At the end of the day, it showed that Cleveland wanted it more. Sorry. Let's see here. William Simeon. Wow, I got a lot of questions. Jesus Christ. Damn, y'all. um, William Simeon asked, Hakeem, you've been answering a lot of my questions ever since I became a fan of ACW. Thank you very much. And some have been tough, but I have just one question for you. This election year, oh man. I know you're not a political guy, and neither am I, but what do you think about Trump versus Clinton? Well, I gotta be honest with you. I am a political I am a political guy. It's just I don't like giving out my political opinions so much on the internet because I personally feel like people can't comprehend or understand or handle my political opinions because it doesn't agree with what they believe in. So they have an attitude or have a tantrum about it. So I just kind of keep it to myself. But what do I think about Trump versus Clinton? Tells me that this country's tells me that the American people are stupid. Now, pause. I want to get this out the way right now. I'm not a Bernie Sanders guy. I never was a Bernie Sanders supporter. His words sound nice. His platitudes sound good, but when you actually put into action what he wants to do, it's not worth the investment and money to cover up all the things he wants to do. And he also has a certain pandering issue that he has to certain minority groups that I feel is insulting to them that will eventually harm them at the end of the day. But yeah, so I'm not a Bernie guy. Uh, I'm not a Clinton guy. I'm telling you right now. I will tell you right now. I don't know who I'm voting for this year for this election. I may not even vote. Period. But if I'm gonna vote, I'm probably gonna have to go third party or maybe have to do a write-in candidate. But I will tell you that I will tell you right off the bat, I will not be voting for Hillary Clinton. There's no way, in my good conscience, am I gonna vote for. I'm not gonna vote for a proven liar, a panderer, and a convinced criminal that is going to bankrupt this country and sell it out to the foreign aids of foreign leaders in foreign countries that don't even like us and are insulting our Western culture. Yeah, I'm not going to vote for someone like that. No way. Um, and Donald Trump, look, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump either. He says some things that are stupid, and there are things that you can criticize him about that would make you think that he is unqualified for president. And he is unqualified for president, but I will be honest with you. There are things that Donald Trump has said that I do agree with, most definitely. Especially things about free speech, political correctness, um, investing in American jobs instead of foreign jobs. There are certain things Trump says. I don't know if he believes them or not, but he probably doesn't. But what I'm getting at is that there are certain things that Trump has said that I do agree with, and a lot of people just want to hate on Trump because they don't look. There are things to hate him. There are things to hate on him for, but I think most of the young guys, at least most of the young people that hate Trump, I think they're just doing it for as a trend, or they really don't understand what he's saying. Do I think he's racist? No, I don't. I think he's an idiot. I think I think he's a guy that feels that this is just that being president is just a fucking game, which it isn't. But it's being treated as such lately. But is he racist? No, he's not racist. No, no. But I'll leave my political opinions at that. I can go further maybe at another time, but that's kind of my whole opinion with this election year and the political landscape so far in this country. We're fucked either way, folks. Democrat, Republican, doesn't fucking matter at this point, people. Wake the fuck up. These people are using you. I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theorist because I hate those guys too, but it doesn't fucking matter. This is a two-party system that is going to sell out to the highest bidder. Talking like Porky Pig here. It's a two-party system that is going to sell out to the highest bidder at our expense. Republicans don't care about you. Democrats don't give a shit about you. Period. Stop acting like one party is better than the other. They're both shits. Okay? Thanks. Kiro Star, thoughts on RKTA chairman Shane McMahon going back to WWE and running shit there. Also, thoughts on Matt versus Jeff, the final deletion. It's over, brother Nero. Oh my god. Holy crap. I gotta tell you guys something. I loved that whole match. I loved the final deletion. Like I said earlier, it was fun. It was entertaining. It was just good to watch something in wrestling and have fun watching it without having to overanalyze, over dissect it, over simplify it as some sort of meaning. It was just fun to watch. The part where Matt Hardy, I think when Jeff had the fireworks at Matt Hardy went, oh shit, and he broke character with this normal accent saying, oh shit, and then Jeff Hardy was all like, you damn right, oh shit. Oh my god, dude, that was fucking classic. And and it was awesome, dude. You don't really see that in wrestling. I mean, I guess you can point to Lucha Underground, but even then, just TNA found their own niche finally. Maybe they are finally starting to wake up, and I'm glad because I think this wrestling business needs a TNA. Rest this wrestling business needs a TNA. They need a they need a TNA because they need a place where boys and girls can work at an extra company. They need a place for staff, production, and others to work at, and it's another promotion that is there to keep the diversity and viability of the business continuing. So I love the final deletion. Now, don't overdo it. Don't make this an every week thing. Don't make this an every month thing. But a rare once in a while you can do stuff like this. It's fine. And I think they hit the stride with Matt versus Jeff. And I will be looking forward to Impact tomorrow night, actually. I think it's Destination X. It'll be live. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As for Shane McMahon in the WWE, oh my God. When he first came back, I loved it. I popped. I marked out. It was so great seeing Shane back in the WWE. But now, like typical WWE shit in 2016, they ruined it. They made him fight The Undertaker, which made no sense to begin with. That made Undertaker a heel for no sense. And then Taker wins, so Shane had to leave. But now Shane's coming back anyway still to now take a leadership role, a role that Vince did not want Shane to take and gave The Undertaker so Shane could. You see how confusing as shit this is? Wow, the WWE creative team is so bad. It is so bad that they even ruined Shane's aura 1 month after he came back, and now Shane's just like everybody else, and I don't care anymore. And the ratings reflect that now because we're doing 2.0 ratings and under. Yeah, good job, creative. Um, See Darius Wallace, aka D Wall from DCA. Make sure you guys are checking out DCA. Um, what cost shows are you looking forward to catching back up on when you feel the time is right? Ah, the usual. You know, the usual stuff that I check out. Obviously DCA, which I am somewhat a part of. Although it's been a while since I've done any work there, but I'm sure you'll see me popping back up in DCA duties very soon. But yeah, DCA, SCAW also. I'll be checking out VPAC's new league as well. You got UCCW also. Um, got COH, Call of Honor out there. They're doing good work as always. And a lot of other leagues that I do follow still on YouTube that I'll be trying to catch up and check up on. So it'll be a while, but I'll check up on it. Let's see. Tyrone Pierre asked, "What's your thoughts about what's been going on recently?" Whew. I'm sure you're talking about. What transpired this week with the two police shootings of two black men in particular, and then the following day of the police shootings that happened towards the police in Dallas, Texas, and the whole climate that's been going on there. Okay. My opinion about this whole thing is I'm very moderate. I'm very moderate when it comes to these things because I like to use common sense. I like to use common sense and rationale when I talk about issues like this because, especially obviously as a black man, um, I see things like this. And look, here's the thing. I want to address certain points first and foremost. First of all, let me address the Black Lives Matter, the movement. Um, I agree that Black lives do matter, obviously, but I don't agree with the movement. I can stand here. I can stand here and say. I can stand here and say that. Huh, I can stay here and say that Black Lives Matter, but at the same time, I can also say that the movement of Black Lives Matter is very divisive. It's very dividing. It's very hostile, and it's not helping. Is what I'm getting at here. I don't think the Black Lives Matter movement is helping in any way. I don't think it's created it. I don't think it has created this environment. I don't think it has created this environment, but I do believe that it has really added fuel to the fire when it comes to race relations in this country. I don't agree with Black Lives Matter. I don't support it or affiliate myself with it, although I do agree with certain principles that it does supposedly speak for. Um, Also, and when it comes to the police, when it comes to the police, um, there are a lot of bad cops out there. There are a lot of cops that take advantage of situations that they shouldn't be doing. There are a lot of bad cops that take advantage of their badge and their status. You know what? So I don't know. You know, at the same time though, there needs to be reform. There needs to be reform of the police structure in this country. I don't want to live in a country where there's a militarization of police and martial law being enforced upon the people. Because at the end of the day, the cops do protect their corporate masters that pay them the money to do this. But at the end of the day, at the at the end of the day, at the end of the day, there's a difference between saying hashtag all lives matter, and there's also the difference of saying I believe that everybody's lives matter on the basis that they get the opportunity to what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by a lot of things, but there's a difference between saying hashtag all lives matter and saying everybody's lives matter on the basis of them getting the opportunities of who they are and the merit that they accomplish it with, rather than their skin color, gender, sexual orientation, religion, or what have you. I believe that. I'm an egalitarian. I'm a libertarian. I believe in personal liberty. So it's with the two shootings of I think it's Athlon Sterling and Philandro Castile. I feel different because here's the thing: not every not every story of a black man being shot by police I feel the same way about. Like for example, the Philandro Castile one, the one where the black guy that was in his car that got shot, that was clear murder. That was clearly murder from a rookie cop that wasn't trained, that wasn't properly vetted to do the job, and out of reactionary nervousness, killed a man that was just telling him that he was going to pull out his ID, that he had no gun locked in, he had no gun established within him, he had no gun up within him, and he even had a concealed gun license to carry it, even regardless if he had it, But he said he was going to go get his ID, and the cop shot him, point blank. That says to me that that was complete homicide, and that cop deserves to be fired. He deserves to have his pay completely removed, and he also deserves to go to jail. However, for the Athlon Sterling case, look, I've watched the video a lot of times. Dude was resisting. I'm not saying that it justifies him getting shot 6 times, because you getting shot 6 times for that, I mean, that's not excusable. But the fact of the matter is that he was resisting, and he had a gun in his pocket, and the fact is he is he's a convicted felon. Although the state of Louisiana has an open carry law, an open carry gun law in their state, a felon is not supposed to have a gun, period. That is one of the detriments of being a felon. You're not supposed to have a gun in whatever case. I mean, he couldn't have been able to legally obtain it if he was a felon, period. So, again, like I'm saying, I'm not justifying the shooting, but I'm not going to be surprised if this court tries the cops for being not guilty for using self-defense. So, I think... I want to get into this issue maybe a little bit later, maybe sometime next week, even if I want to do another live stream, but to talk specifically about this issue. But my opinion is that I think people that I think black people, and I don't want to be discriminatory, but I think black people need to be honest with themselves and say that there are a lot of problems within our community that we need to fix. Yes, there are a lot of things that go against our culture and community, but also there are things within our community, quote unquote, that we do to each other that we need to solve. Like, I'm tired of people saying that black on black crime is a myth. That's a stupid ass thing to say, especially if you grew up in certain sections of your environment in your community that did see a lot of black on black crime. I'm one of them. I could have easily fell apart and fell into that stuff, but I didn't. So, we need to stop denying that. Yes, police brutality is a problem. Yes, we do need police reform in our country. Absolutely. But we also need to reform our community as well in terms of how we treat each other. and that goes for every other race. That goes for every other person. But I'm talking specifically towards black people. We need to do those things. We need to stop glamorizing violence. We need to stop glamorizing negativity within our community. That's another problem that we need to fix. Mental health and how certain black people have mental health that isn't addressed because it's seen as weak in the community. That's another thing that we need to address. We need to talk about stuff like that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That's kind of my thoughts on this whole thing with the past 2 days of the shootings here and the police shootings, and condolences go to the police victims and their families that are going through that. And honestly, despite how I feel about the cases, condolences go to those two men that were shot and killed by police this week and their families as well. I would just like to say, please, please, please don't be stupid and start rioting. Please don't be stupid and start destroying property. Please don't start burning shit because that's going to accomplish nothing and it makes you all look retarded, honestly. You want to help these people? Try to raise money for the children of these people that need college funds in the near future. Or if they're in college, find ways to aid them in their classes or whatever. Or help them find a job opportunity. Do shit like that. Don't let like people like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and DeRay and Black Lives Matter try to pimp and take advantage of this tragedy for a profit. And don't let them do it. Be independent. Be proactive about this situation. But that's just me, though. Okay. All right. I'll stop talking about it because I'm sure a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, this racial issue and then the whole political issue." I know I was kind of biting my tongue with what I really want to say about those two things, but I'll save it for another time. Okay. Let's get back to some more fun, shall we? Let's see here. Do I have any more questions here? Let's see. Will we see the return of a certain Titan making his return? Now, what question is this? I mean, that can go a lot of ways. If you're talking about Aaron Yeager, then of course he'll be back. I mean, he's in the Impulse Road to Destiny match at Mania 4 come August 5th, so he'll be there. But I don't think that's what you're talking about, are you? I think you're talking about a certain Titan that happens to be a teenager. I can't answer that. I don't know. I don't know if he'll be there or not. I guess we'll have to watch and find out. So there's that. So again, I'll just tell you, yeah, you'll just have to watch. Um, let's see. Kiro Star from RKDA says, "Do you even Pokemon Go, bruh?" Well, bruh. Um, I have yet to install Pokemon Go, although I'm really trying to. I just have to free out certain gigabytes off my phone, but I'm trying to decide how to do it because I've pretty much done all I can with that, and it's still telling me I have insufficient data. So I might just have to get more gigabytes, but I don't know. I'll find a way, but I will try my best to um, get into Pokemon Go as soon as possible because it looks like fun, and it gives me an excuse to be a douche anyways outside. So why not? Heather E. Johnson asks, "When will you add SpongeBob for Anime Championship Wrestling?" Probably never. Although to be fair, though, I've had other guests that tend to be non-anime. Jake Long. I wish I could still find that clip, but now it's forever deleted. Adam Sessler. That's another one. Well, his first one at least is pretty much deleted. Although you can find his match at Anime Revolution 08 on the ACW YouTube channel. And then his return at Animania 3's pre-show as well. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, uh, it's possible. I might, you'll never know. How about it this way? You'll never know. I mean, I do have Donkey Kong, do I? Adrian Gonzalez asks your thoughts on the new GMs of Raw and SmackDown. I don't know who are the new GMs of Raw and SmackDown. I don't know who they are. So again, like I said, I haven't been watching WWE in a while, and the times I have watched it, it's not. I don't know. I'm just not interested. So let's see here, Chris. Chris Blackmon asked, "Are we going to see the Bullet Club in ACW or Aisha Clan from Outlaw Star?" Let's see. Probably not the Aisha Clan, but the Bullet Club in ACW. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I gotta try to form more questions. I got a lot of people commenting about Animania 4. I can't wait until Animania 4 comes back, which I appreciate. Thank you guys very much. For those that are joining in, yes, Animania 4 will be coming back. ACW Animania 4 will be scheduled for live streaming on Hitbox on August 5th. August 5th will be Animania 4 on Hitbox and on YouTube. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. See if I can find any more questions here. If not, I might as well just end this live stream. Let's see here. Morgan Webb should have been a call wrestler too. I think her wrestling appearance at Anime Revolution '08 will pretty much be her only contribution to ACW. So, what are you looking forward to at UCCW GXT Rampage? I have not watched any call, little to no call. I've not watched any call these past months. I've been out of town or I've been out of sight within ACW and CAW, so I can't tell you. Let's see. Running out of shit to ask, so I'm gonna do some shameless self-promoting. You're gonna watch RKDA's PAX West special? Sure. I mean, just as long as when it comes out, let me know. Just let me know, and I'll check it out. That's pretty much what I have to say about that. Let's see. Do I have any more questions here? Ugh. A little tired here, but if you guys still have more questions, I will be happy to answer them. I have no problem answering questions here because I know you guys have a lot of questions about a lot of things that I've missed since my long hiatus. To be honest here, I'm trying to find any more. Do we have any more here? It's my fault for being so late at night here with this, but what can you do? Tyrone asks, if you can improve any wrestling company, which one and why? Oh, there's a lot of them. WWE, TNA, ROH. What else? What else can I improve? CZW, Shimmer. I mean, no, not Shimmer, Shine. Sorry, not Shimmer, Shine. There's a lot of companies out there that can use some improvement. Like with WWE, they need to go back to being entertaining. They need to actually improve on their entertainment aspect. TNA, they need to start actually signing some top wrestlers to have a balance between good wrestling and good entertainment. They have the good entertainment part down. They have great entertainment down. You know, that's fine. But the wrestling now needs to match up on par with that entertainment. So that's what I would do with that. And also find an investor to actually keep TNA afloat. ROH just needs compelling characters, man. They need new stories and compelling characters in general. We know the wrestling's good, but even then, you can find better wrestling in PWG these days or any of the UK promotions out there. I mean, it's not so much ROH as the bright and shining armor of great technical wrestling like it used to be. It's no longer the case anymore. But yeah, they need that because, look, I'm sick of the Bullet Club. I've been sick of the Bullet Club. Even when AJ was in it, even when AJ was still in New Japan, I was getting fed up with the Bullet Club. Now I'm just sick of it. Now I really do want the Bullet Club to go away. I'm fucking tired of it. I fucking had it. it's so 2014 now. It's been past its expiration date. I'm sick of the young bucks, their super kick parties. That got old real quick with me. I'm sick of these no talent. I mean, these no name people being added to it like it's fucking NWA Black and White and NWA Wolfpack. Um, who else? I'm just tired of it. I'm sick of it. The only person that I can tolerate on that group at this point is Adam Cole and Kenny Omega. That's about it. Everybody else can kick rocks, as far as I'm concerned. So there you go. So ROH needs to work on that, and stuff like that. So that's what I would do to improve it. Um, Vinny VPAC asks me your pick to win the Cruiserweight Classic. All right, I've got three potential winners here. I think I've got three people that I feel that they're going to win the Classic, going by the talent, going by the name recognition, and going by what the WWE will be looking in for some of these talents. The first person, I feel that is going to win the whole thing. Zack Sabre Jr. I think WWE has been looking into Zack Sabre Jr. for a while. Um, William Regal, Daniel Bryan, even Triple H have been putting out feelers towards him. Now he's getting the opportunity. So um, I think Zack Sabre's got a great chance to win it all, and he'll get the contract. Whether he wins it or not, I feel like Zack is getting a WWE contract in the near future. So, but him winning it would be a good starting point to launch into the WWE, I guess. Um, my second pick, my second pick would be Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. I feel like WWE has plans for Gargano. I feel like WWE also wants to bring in his soon-to-be wife Candice LeRae, and I think that they have some plans for him going down in NXT to where they can make him as one of their top guys. Now that the likes of maybe Finn Balor and Bailey and even maybe the American Alpha will be leaving there soon for the draft, they'll need some new talent. They'll need some new people in that spot. So, um, yeah, there's Johnny Gargano. The third one, the third one's a little bit of a. I think the third one's a little bit of a longer shot, but I think it's still possible. I think the third one could possibly be for winning the whole thing would be Ibushi, Kota Ibushi. Um, dude finally left. Dude finally left Noah. He became a freelance wrestler for a little bit after that. Um, he was brought in by Funaki and probably recommended by Nakamura when he came in as well. I would feel that they didn't just bring in Ibushi just for this whole cruiserweight tournament thing. I feel like they have more plans for Ibushi. I think WWE wants to establish a bigger brand in Japan now that they have the likes of the former Kana, now Asuka, and now they have one of the biggest draws coming out of Japan in this recent decade in Shinsuke Nakamura. I think they want to bring in someone like Kota Ibushi to kind of expand on that, So he might be a dark horse, but I wouldn't be necessarily surprised if he won the whole thing. And I think that even if he wins or loses the tournament, he'll probably have some future with the WWE. I know there's other people like Tony Nese and T.J. Perkins and Cedric Alexander, even Brian Kendrick and Tajiri making their surprise appearances there, but I think they're just fill-ins just to get a good match out of the potential winners that I just mentioned. So, Tommaso Ciampa, those guys. So we'll find out. The cruiserweight tournament should be fun, should be good. Probably the only thing that's gonna come out of the WWE that I give a fuck to watch. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. Kiro asks, what are you using the live stream on Hitbox, XSplit or OBS? I will be using XSplit Broadcaster to be streaming ACW mega events and other specials going forward. I'm still working. I've been working the kinks of live streaming ACW stuff lately, so we'll see if they will be implemented when I actually do it, and we'll hope if it works all together. Also, have you heard of What Culture and your thoughts on what they do? Yeah, I've heard of What Culture. Some of their stuff is fine, but there's other stuff that makes them look completely douchey. Like I've kind of had it up to here with the whole. I'm kind of done with this whole hipster wrestling fan base that's been developing for years now. You know, it feels like it's gotten even worse. It's gotten way worse. You know, it feels like it's gotten way worse. You know, these past few years. So you know, what culture comes off like a feeding frenzy or a pandering channel for hipster wrestling fans. They got some nice content there. I'm not going to say they don't, but other stuff, it's just ugh. Um, let's see here. Brady Brady Ulrich from ACL, another anime league out there that I'm very fond of. Asked, following the one with UCCW, do you have any desire to do another cross show with another fan? I do, but I'll be honest with you, it probably won't be anytime soon. I did two crossover shows with New Jersey Call Wrestling and um, obviously UCCW, and I did those two crossover shows for the one season. Um, so I'm kind of gonna take a break from the whole Super Show thing until further notice. Not saying that it's gonna be ruled out or anything, but I just kind of need to. I just need to kind of let my own product breathe for a little bit until I dive into that again. But I would be more than happy to work with other colleagues out there and work with them and have fun with doing it with them when the time comes and calls right. So, um, Will's asking me about the Main Madness tournament in CCL, and am I looking forward to seeing CCL on WWE 2K16? Like I said, I haven't been watching any CAW in a while, so any CAW questions you have asking me about certain angles and specials and wrestlers and matches, I am completely lost. So I don't know. Um, I'll check it out. It's still CCL. Don't get me wrong, but um, I haven't been following any leagues right now, so I'm kind of a lost puppy, if you will. So we'll see when the time comes right. Let's see. Do I have any more questions here, or am I about done here? Let's see. It's 10:16 right now, Pacific time. So I'm sure it's after one for all you East Coast cats out there. Um, let's see. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll give you guys another 10 more minutes. I'll give you guys maybe 10 more minutes to send questions, and after that, I will pretty much be done. So you guys have a 10-minute period to send any more final questions towards me, and I will call this live stream a wrap for tonight. Um, I'm glad though. Glad I did this live. I'm glad I did this live stream though because it was very helpful. I'm glad I got to interact and talk with one of you guys again. It's great to be back on the fold here. Hopefully, it lasts longer than the last time it did. But yeah, let's see. Yeah. Um, see if I got any more questions here, or else I'll pretty much call it a night here. Let's see. I should check out DCA Redemption, of course. I love DCA. Of course, I love DCA. I've got absolute respect and love for D Wall. I'm part of DCA, so of course I'm gonna be catching up on some DCA stuff when I can. Seems like Redemption was a good show from what I'm hearing. So, but then I'm not surprised. DCA has improved greatly from where it began, say last year. I've seen the progression of DCA. So, for them to be what they were last year to be what they are now is nothing short of greatness on their end and on their part. They've done a great job. Um, they deserve that respect. There are certain people in call. There are certain people in call that will try to do things to sabotage and undercut what you want to do in CAW. And trust me, the 10 years I've been doing ACW, I've gotten plenty of those. I probably still do get those to this day. But I don't let it bother me. I don't let it bother me. I don't let it. I don't let it get to me. It's CAW. It's just CAW. It's not serious. You know, it's real life. I mean, it's not real life. It's something that I love doing. It's something that I enjoy doing, and no one's gonna stop me from doing it except me. The only way ACW ends is if I end it. Nobody else is gonna end it for me. So, DCA needs to get a lot of credit from not just me, obviously, and it needs a lot of credit from those that have watched it, and also a lot of credit from CAW people in general because they've really done a great job. They've really improved, and they're only just getting started. I have a lot of faith, and I have a lot of confidence they will continue to go forward. So, kudos to D-Wall, Josh, um, you know, Smokey, um, you know, Loudon also. Kudos goes to those guys and a lot of people that are involved with DCA that I have forgotten to mention, but kudos to them for doing a great job of what they do with that. So let's see. So how has life been treating you, Hakeem? Life has been better. I mean, I couldn't really have said that maybe 3 or 4 months ago, but I don't know, man. I've been doing good. I've been good. I've been good. I've been good. I can't complain, man. I really can't. Let's see. Do I get any more questions here? I think I'm just about done here. Am I? I don't know. Let me check. Let's see. All right, I got a few questions here. I guess the final question would be: do you still wrestle these days? Yes, I do actually. I actually will be wrestling. I will be wrestling. Let's see. I'll be wrestling next month. I'll actually be wrestling next month, so kind of looking forward to that actually. Let's see here. Um, let's see. Uh, Hakeem, I know this is old, but what are your opinion? What is your opinion on the whole Saber versus Ricochet match over in Japan? Also, have you heard of New Legacy Inc? I haven't seen the Saber Ricochet match, but I'm sure it was nothing but pure greatness from what they do. So I'll have to check that out when I can. And yes, I've heard of New Legacy Inc. And I'll leave it at that. Um, Let's see. Have I checked out WOTE's Monday Night Octane? Yes, I have. I saw some episodes. Again, like I said, I haven't seen any CAW related in a minute, but I am aware of them. They do good stuff. They're very great. They're very graphic. Let's see. William Max. I've been doing my own call show offline and I had fun with it, but I'm shy and kind of scared of posting it on YouTube. Advice, please. My advice would be. My advice would really be. Um, yeah, yeah. My advice to you would be post it. My advice to you would be post um, your colleague and don't be shy about it. There's always going to be people that'll give you criticism, but there will also be people that'll give you some recommendations and some so, ways to how to improve your leg. I mean your league. Excuse me, and also um, they'll just give you praise in general if they like what you do. So it took me a while. It took me a while to it took me a while to get a part of with ACW myself, but I eventually did it. So my advice to you would basically be post it, give it a shot, give it a chance. I'm sure you'll get better at it. I'm sure you'll be used to it when it comes to pass. That's what I could tell you. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think those are. I think I have. I think those are it. I think those are all the questions that I have. I'm gonna double check one last time to see if gonna double check to see if I have anything more here, or else I can call it a night. Um, wow. By the way, I just want to kind of state that I'm finding myself liking American Dad more than I do with Family Guy these days. I feel like the new episodes of Family Guy kind of suck now, and American Dad's episodes are really getting good. So yeah, I just want to kind of say that, I guess. Um, think I think that's it. Ha, that's hilarious. Can't believe I just saw that. All right, well, don't worry, you don't need to know what I just saw. But, anyways, I think that is it. I think that is it with this live stream here tonight. So, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this live stream. I want to thank you all for welcoming me back here to do what I love doing best, which is CAW. Um, I appreciate the love and support that I've gotten from a lot of you. Trust me, I will do my absolute best to kind of be more available and out there now that I have everything situated for as much as I needed to be situated. Um, yeah, so I want to thank everybody. Once again, let me repeat: Animania 4 will be streamed live on Hitbox and will be available on YouTube on Friday, August 5th. So mark it down right now. Friday, August 5th is when Animania 4 will be live and ready to go for your viewing pleasure. So make sure you have that penciled down. But with that said, that will be it for this live stream. You can catch this live stream all over again once it's posted on the channel. But until then, I am Hakeem Johnson, always telling you, say it with me now, stay cool. Stay cool. Thank you guys very much for welcoming me back, and I shall see you all later.